What's up, my Moon Tribe? I'm Haley, and welcome back to Moon Tribe Tarot. These are general messages only for the star sign of Virgo from March 21st to the 26th of March 2020. Take what resonates, leave behind what is not. If you would like to book a personal reading with me where your messages will 100% correlate to your story because they are for you in mind, you can find all the information how to reach me in the description box down below. Without any further ado, let's get right off into it. I've pulled three cards. Two cards of the tarot from the Rand Tarot deck, two cards of Lenormand, and one card from the Ran again for outcome. I am going to preface this with a general guide of everyone has been getting the exact same fucking cards. Everyone's been getting the same energy. It is very obvious to me that the main mindset of most of you right now is going to be the pandemic, and because of that I am making a special video to address all those fears, and I'm doing it right after this reading is the final one I'm doing, because you guys got the last one again, so I am going to be reading for the pandemic after this video, so to help mitigate fears, but for right now, I would like to preface this saying that is mainly everything that I have been getting. So there are going to be some hard-hitting cards in this, and to not look at it in such a negative way, because honestly, we're all in this together. We're all getting the same fucking shit. Like, one of us got really, really, really good shit, and that was it. And then the rest of us got, like, very, very, very scared, chaotic energy. So I'm not saying that to fucking spoil this reading, because there are some pretty nice points to this. But for the most part, this is going to be a reading about coping with that fear and needing to let go of that fear. So I just spoiled the reading. That could just be the title right there. We're done. Bye. So we got the Wheel of Fortune and the Five of Pentacles for what's going on, the Tower, and then it's either man or love. I forget what the fucking name of this card is. Oops. That's there for the Lenormand, and then the card of outcome is the Ten of Wands. So I literally just got the Wheel of Fortune for Libra. So there might be some of you that are cross-watching this, because you got pretty specific similar energy. So the Wheel of Fortune represents a situation in which we are given some sort of thing. Life has a lot of changes. There's a lot of cycles. Things happen that we can't control. This virus is definitely one of those examples, but it doesn't have, just because I'm reading because of that, with that in mind, I think that that's the main thing going through everyone's head right now. This can take what resonates. If this is going on at your work, sex, home life, whatever it is, pandemic, it doesn't matter. Take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. So the Wheel of Fortune is something where we have this fear. I'm going to use coronavirus as a really good example, because we have this event that's given to us. We can't control that it's happening, that it's spreading, but we can control how we respond to that. We can control if we, panic, if we freak out, and we can control if we don't panic, and if we don't freak out. Our actions during this time directly impacts a lot of where our outcome lies and how we control this, because we have a hand in the way that things go, not so much so as we want to think that we do during these times, like, oh, I just want to make everything better. You need to also have trust during these times that this is an event. It is going to turn over a new leaf. It is going to change. The wheels are going to keep turning, honey. We're going to continue to be here at the end of the day. The wheels are going to keep turning regardless. It is just a transitioning period right now. It is transitioning from one period to the next, saying that in this moment it is best to let things be that the way that they are, to trust that things happen that we might not understand at the time, but to let them come in. The Five of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune is saying that you are probably having a hard time letting go of your anxieties of either being left out in the cold, directly, financially, or emotionally. For some of you, this can be relationship related, because I did get the hearts here. So for some of you, it can be afraid of being left out of the cold. It's being afraid of being shut out by somebody else. It's also being afraid of not having enough financially, as a card of, well, look at her. She is going through depression. She's scared. This is a financial crisis for all of us. It is a time in which, we're all going to be worried about where we make our money, how we make our money, if these things are going to leave us out in the cold, are we going to be taken care of by our government, etc. All of these fears. And it doesn't have to just be with that. It can be, in love and work, actually losing a job, which a lot of us are losing a lot of our jobs. So a lot of that comes up for this specific instance of not only being afraid of being alone, but having to be alone with this. That fear of being alone is definitely very strong. And for a lot of you, I feel like this is afraid of being left out either by a love or being afraid of being isolated from that love, whatever this is, because the tower represents isolation. It's a solitary kind of moment. There's a sea overlooking it. There's not a lot of direction in which to go other than we either go to this fucking tower that's solitary confinement, or we go to this little edge of isolation and there's really just nothing out there except water. Not a lot of... It's a card of isolation. I would see this as either the Hermit card or some sort of isolation, like Eight of Swords. But, sorry, my fucking nose. I'm having some sort of allergy going on right now. But it's definitely correlating to your fears of maybe being alone and having fear. I don't want to say having fear over what your love interest is going to do, but definitely there's going to be fears of being disconnected from some sort of relationship. Maybe there are some of you that are in a long-distance relationship and you are afraid of what the economic and social status of our society is going to have with all the breakdowns of the structure and everything. For the rest of you, this is going to be a spread about persevering, because when I asked where does this go for Virgo, I got the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands is somebody that doesn't like to say no to somebody. The Ten of Wands is the epitome of it's a penultimate of the tarot deck. It's somebody that has said yes to everything. They've said yes, honey, to everything. They don't like saying no. They like taking all of their time and energy, and if somebody needs them, they're there for them. It is not saying no to a situation and spreading your energy out everywhere and needing to kind of recoup with your energy and for some of you, it might be needing to isolate, might be needing time to get things straight in order to continue on. But it's definitely saying that you've taken off a lot more than you can chew. There's a lot going on. This is true. There's a lot going on for every one of us right now. But Virgo, this is coming out saying that you are going to persevere on this, that even though these things are heavy, you are somebody that understands how to continue on and to persevere. You are somebody that is incredibly good. And I know all of the Virgos out there that are in my life are incredibly perseverant, even if they don't like to admit so on the surface. There are a lot of you that, you're used to this. You're used to the struggle. I feel like a lot of you have been down this path for a while, and I feel like you're used to it. I'm going to pull one more card just for ultimate clarity on where this goes for the star sign of Virgo, because I got a lot of cards here to indicate that there is, I don't want to say stability, but to trust in that. Why do I feel like that? I feel like this, to trust that the cycle is going to be something that this will fade over time. I definitely see the concern of emotional stability or financial security. I don't think it's something that is going to last. I think with the Ten of Wands, it's something that the Ten of Wands is an ending. It represents the ending of kind of all this burden and a release, and there's going to be a new beginning here for you. But can I have a card of outcome? So there's going to be a wish fulfillment here for you, Virgo. It is not so much a wish where you just wish on a star and it comes true, or if, those lucky Chinese stars that people make in glass jars, and if you make like 100 or 1,000, the wishes, this wish will come true if you do that. It's not going to be like that. This is something that you are going to put your hard work into, and you will have the direct results from that. This is something that you have been persevering on for a long time, and there is going to be goal completion with this, and I definitely feel like there is going to be wish fulfillment to be had. So trust that this goes, even though if you can't see it right now, there's going to be a lot of fears to mitigate throughout this period of the 21st to the 26th. But whatever wish you're making, whatever your hard work you're putting into is paying off for you at the end of it. To trust that if you don't necessarily see the signs of that happening during the 21st to 26th, because I did say overall outcome of where this goes, it does go somewhere that you wish that it goes. So take care, Virgo. That is honestly, I couldn't end that on a better note. That's pretty good for you. I will see you later. Peace up, Momo Tribe. I love you. Take care. Peace up. Bye.